Alright, so in today's video we're going to be talking about two variable data questions in the SAT. And I think the first main principle you have to understand for these type of questions is the slope-intercept form. That is going to be y is equal to mx plus b, where m correlates to the slope and b correlates to the y-intercept, as in slope-intercept form. So how does this work in the context of this question? Well, it's asking us, the scatter plot above shows the federal mandated minimum wage every 10 years between 1940 and 2010. A line of best fit is shown, and its equation is y is equal to 0.096x minus 0.488. What does the line of best fit predict about the increase in the minimum wage over a 7-year period? So, to read this slope-intercept form, essentially for every increase of x by 1, y is going to increase by m. Therefore, in the context of this question, for every increase of x by 1, y is going to increase by 0.096. Therefore, A is the correct answer, because it says each year between 1940 and 2010, the average increase in minimum wage was $0.096, and X represents years after 1940. So, yeah. So to continue on that knowledge, we're given this following example. Each dot on the scatter plot above represents the temperature and the number of people who visited a beach in Lagos, Nigeria on one of 11 different days. The line of best fit for the data is also shown. The line of best fit for the data has a slope of approximately 57. According to this estimate, how many additional people per day are predicted to visit the beach for each 5 degrees Celsius increase in average temperature? So to use the slope-intercept form again, it's going to be y is equal to mx plus b. And we know m to be 57, so it's going to be y is equal to 57 x plus b. And we remember the principle that for every increase of x by 1, y will increase by m. So if x increases by 5, y will increase by 57 times 5. So therefore the answer is 57 times 5. Which is 285. And that is the answer. So working on that topic of slope, we're given that the scatter plot shows a relationship between the length of time y and hours a certain bird spent in flight and the number of days after January 11th, x. The actual question is, what is the average rate of change in hours per day? The length and time this bird spent in flight on January 13th to the length of time the bird spent on flight on January 15th. So we're looking for 2 days after January 11th and 4 days after. So really, all that we are really concerned about in this graph is between these two lines. And to find the slope, which is to say the average rate of change, is going to be the rise, which is to say y2 minus y1 over the run, which is x2 minus x1. In this situation, we're going to look at these 2 points. So it's going to be m is equal to y2, which is this one, which is equal to 15, minus y1, which is 6, over x2, which is 4, of course, minus x1, which is 2. And that's going to be 9 divided by 2. And that is the answer. Then moving on to another topic, we're given the following question. For x is greater than 0, the function f is defined as follows. F of x is equal to 201% of x. Which of the following could describe this function? So we're given 4 options: decreasing exponential, decreasing linear, increasing exponential, and increasing linear. Now, unless an exponent is explicitly implicated in the question, it is not going to be an exponential function. And seeing as there is no mention of any exponents at all, we can definitely cross off A and C. And to put this in slope-intercept form, it would be y is equal to 2.01x plus b. Doesn't really matter in this situation. But what we're really looking for is whether or not m is negative, and in this case it's not, therefore the function is not decreasing, therefore it cannot be a decreasing linear function. Therefore the only possible option is D, increasing linear, which makes sense because the slope is positive. So to just wrap up the section in general, we're given the following question. 2 investments were made as shown in the table above. The interest in account A is compounded once per year. Which of the following is true about the investments? So looking at account B, this is actually pretty cool because we can express this in the slope-intercept form. That's going to be $25 per year, which means that the slope, is equal to 25 times x, and we have amount invested, therefore we start with 1,000, so that's going to be a y-intercept of 1,000. And this is to describe a linear function, by the way. Keep that in mind for later. Anyways, the top account is a little more complicated. Really, it's kind of simple though. That's going to be 500. Since it's annual interest, it's going to compound each year. So that's going to be 1.06 times to the power of x. Now let's say x was equal to 1. The top function would be equal to 530. And the bottom function would be equal to 1,025. So this is the bottom function increased by 25. And the top function increased by 30. So we see just in the first year, account A is making more money. Therefore, B can't be correct. And A and D can't be correct. And since the top function is an exponential function, the amount of money that is gained each year is just going to increase and increase exponentially, as in the phrase exponential function, while the amount of money that is gained each year on the bottom function is going to remain stagnant, plus 25 each year. Therefore, account A will always make more money than account B. Therefore, A is the correct answer.